about account and bookkeeping for non-accountants. When I say account and bookkeeping for non-accountants, for those entrepreneurs like us who hate figures, we only want to spend money, but we hate keeping that record, having the knowledge of how we spend our money. And we don't know the major reason of keeping the record. We don't know why this record is important. We don't even know the major requirement of having the record. We don't even know who are the people that need the record. From today's lecture, we'll be having deep knowledge about it, so that each and every one of us that hates figures, that only like spending but we don't like keeping the record, we will learn it from today on. I use this opportunity to welcome you once again. Therefore, what is accounting? In the layman's knowledge, accounting is the process of recording, classifying, measuring, interpreting, and communicating financial data of an organization to enable users make decisions. Can you understand? What do I mean? Accounting is a process of 1. Record, 2. Classifying, 3. Measuring, 4. Interpreting, and 5. Communicating financial data of the organization to enable the user make decision. What is recording? Recording is all the money you spend, write it down. Classifying means the ones that goes for transportation, you record it under transportation. The ones that goes for raw materials, you put it in raw materials. The one you use in paying your outstanding debtors, you put it there. The ones you use in paying salary, you put it there, and any other expenses. And what is it about measuring? Measuring is for you to compare what you project to spend and what you have spent. While interpreting is also looking at it. Okay, I'm supposed to spend 10 naira, but I've spent 20 naira. Why? What is the reason why I spent above? Why do I spend below? And all these figures, you can communicate it to the end users. And who are the end users of this figure? You will see it as the class goes on. What are we now talking? It's expected that average entrepreneur should be able to do the work of an accountant to a limited level. Don't rely all your activities onto your accountant alone. What is an accountant must not only be interested in record keeping alone, but in the application of his professional competency or knowledge and skill in presenting accounting information to assist management. It's not only accountant that should be concerned about that. You that owns your business, it's a process. You start small, you grow big. You should be able to keep your record and use it to determine your performance. Use it to appraise yourself. If you don't have this skill as an entrepreneur, you have not started work. That will now make me to go to the topic of the day, bookkeeping. What is bookkeeping? Bookkeeping is referred to as systematic recording of transactions on a daily basis in the appropriate books. I will repeat, bookkeeping is a systematic recording of transactions on a daily basis in the appropriate books. Number 1 thing in this definition says daily recording. I woke up with 10,000 naira this morning, cash. I came back home with 3,000 naira. What happens to 7,000 naira? Most of us don't bother to look at it from that perspective. As a committed accountant or as a committed entrepreneur, you should be able to break down the usage of the 7,000 naira. And the usage is from my house to Eagle Square. I paid cab 2,000. I bought recharge card, 2,000. From Eagle Square back to my house, 3,000. I now look at my book of account, 10,000 minus this, I have 3,000. That's to show that my record is what? Balance. If I'm now to put it in the proper books, transportation is an heading, recharge card is an heading. They are not the same expense. I can decide to put it under a heading of work in progress, and I can expense it. Depends on the policy of my organization. As a question which everybody must answer me, how many of us does this on a daily basis?